What's up, guys? Marvel Madness here. We are starting this Marvel Bros show. We have a special guest tonight, and we have a mystery co host. Don't know how long he's going to be with us, but I'm going to bring him in real quick, and then we'll bring in the guest. What is going on, Matt?
What
Matt
up?
Coombs in the house. How you doing, man?
I'm exhausted, but trying to join up for a little chit chat before bedtime.
All right. Well, we'll have you as long as we can. I'm going to bring in our special guest right now. Feel free to, let's see, who's in chat right now? I can't even see. There's 5 people, but nobody has messaged. All right, here we go. We're going to bring him in. Tony!
Hey!
What is going on?
Hey, Tony!
Hey, not much. Hey, Matt.
So I didn't get OCD Matt. I got a better Matt. I'm just kidding.
I'm a Matt variant, okay?
There you go.
He is a Matt variant. He's not the Fuller, he's the Coombs.
There you go.
Oh no. Glitching out.
All right. So what's been going on with you, Tony, today?
Well, as you know, besides working on Marvel sets, my wife Elaine and I have our own trading card business, Perna Studios, and we are in the middle of putting together packs and sets to be shipped out next week, crossing our fingers.
That was quick.
Yeah, other than that, it's just working on some other stuff. Matt has disappeared.
I know. That was a quick visit. All right. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Nice to see you, Matt.
I think he changed his kit. Oh, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. I think the internet here in New York City, everybody's on it. So
oh, that's a possibility.
I think I started glitching and then I left. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. All right, so you're working on a couple more sets, but you're working on something pretty special right now, right?
Yes. We're doing our classic mythology set for Perna Studios. Amazing stuff. Some of the artists, like I said, they just blow us out of the water all the time. I mean, these guys are amazing. Everybody's upping their game. I mean, there's going to be no disappointed people when they get these sets in hand. They're gonna say, "Holy crap!" And they're gonna discover a lot of new artists too. Amazing work.
Now, when you say these sets, what does this type of art and design consist of? It's obviously separate from Marvel,
right?
What does it consist of?
Well, this is we pick different themes, pretty much free for all themes. Something that's not licensed. We couldn't afford a license; it'd be insane. So mythology has been very popular with us. So this is our 4th classic mythology set that's coming out. It entails world mythology, so it's pretty much everything. So when we break them up into sets or packs. So the packs will consist of 6 base cards, a sketch card, chase cards. A set will have the complete base card set and a sketch card, and some chase cards as well.
That's similar to your Halloween sets.
The same. Yeah, the format.
Collate those Halloween sets, right?
Yeah. We don't change the format on how we produce it, so it's worked good for us because there are some people that just want like one set. There are people that want 40 packs.
Yeah.
So we try to accommodate everybody.
So how many cards are in this set?
It's a 30 card base set.
30 card. Okay.
30 card base set with there's 5 different Pearl Chase cards, sketch cards. There's metal chase cards, and then there's metal sketch cards that are randomly inserted.
Wow, those metal sketch cards would be pretty crazy.
They're very rare, so yeah.
That's nice. That's
insane.
Cool. That is great. Do you have any anything? Do you have like anything to show from that? Just a piece from it, piece of art of it all that you have right there, or probably not?
No, you should have prepared me, man.
Well, hey, I did say we could do whatever you want. So whatever you want. So whatever you have that you've
Well, they can check if anybody wants to see some stuff. They can actually go to Perna Studios on Deviant Art, and we
Okay.
showcase every
I've been
artist's
there
artwork.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
showcase every artist. All the base card art is up there.
Okay.
Chase cards. So
That should be in the tasting notes. If you look down below the video, I actually put your Instagram and that site, I believe.
now, what do
So,
they taste like?
I don't know. People always ask. People always say that they're called tasting notes, but I don't know what they taste like. I haven't really tasted them. I just put them there.
All right.
All right, we got Kellen, my nephew, in the house. What's up, Kellen? We got Brittany. We have a fellow Canadian in the house, Vintage Lord Canada, Dan.
Damn.
And then we have Undaunted Collectibles. What is going on?
Hey guys.
So that's awesome. And as far as your Marvel sets, can you tell us a little bit about what we were talking about earlier? Where you started with, I guess, the very first Marvel set.
The very first trading card set, official license set that I worked on was Complete Avengers for Rittenhouse Archives. It was their first comic book based trading card set. And they were looking for artists to do sketch cards. That was 2006, I believe, 6 or 7. I had been doing my own personal sketch cards, selling them on eBay since 2003. So they got wind of my work on eBay and contacted me that, we're putting together Complete Avengers, Marvel license, would you like to be a part of it and do sketch cards? At the time, I had no idea who Rittenhouse was. I thought they were like someone cuckoo. So I literally ignored them for a couple of days. And then just curiosity got the best of me. So I researched them and I'm like, oh, geez, they got the Xena license, the James Bond's license, the Star Trek license. I go, these guys are legit. So I contacted Robert Colbus back and I said, yeah, hook me up. And I've been on, quite a bit of their sets over the years. I was even an incentive artist for one of the sets.
That's way cool.
It was fun. The Rittenhouse was a very good company to work for. I mean, they're really good. It's a small group of people that run it, but the stuff they come out with is amazing.
Yeah, there was a guy that is the president or whatever of Rittenhouse that was on the Marvel Card Collector podcast.
Steven Shannendorf.
Yep, and he was with prior to that, he was with Skybox.
Yep.
So he kind of started Rittenhouse, right? Like he was.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was cool
and they were smart. He did start Rittenhouse. They had a sub license to do the Marvel stuff, and they did that for about 2 years. And then they just got the license, just right out and said, we'll take it entirely instead of sub licensing it. So I think it was a smart move on their part.
Yeah, no, I think so too. That's cool. Now, Matt, are you familiar with that earlier Rittenhouse set, Avengers set? Do you have any caps from that?
I am not. I only have a few Captain America from Rittenhouse. I was trying to stay solely with Upper Deck, but going back in time and seeing some of those old sets, man, the art on those are just amazing. And just from a fanboy perspective for Tony's stuff, you just put so much detail into your work, and that's rarely seen in the cards these days with the backgrounds. The detail, the action, the stories you're telling, and fitting it all on that small card is just amazing. So I can see why they, chose you to do the incentives. I'm sure collectors that got those cards were just, over the moon. So from a collector standpoint, appreciate what you do. Love that you're doing it and still doing it. And,
thank you. That, you know what, right there, that the appreciation of it. I like hearing that. I like hearing that people actually they pay attention. They know the work that the artist puts into it, and they're grateful for it. And I appreciate that.
Well, and to add to that, a lot of collectors seek after your work as well. So if there's a sketch card by Tony Perna, it's a pretty big deal.
I don't know who Tony Perger is, but
Josh still has some Comic-Con fuzz.
I do.
Is it the jet lag from Comic-Con?
I don't know how long jet lag stays, but
I don't know how long you're going to be with us tonight.
Matt always has jet lag. I don't know.
It's going to end up being just me and Matt tonight. You watch. You're going to Joshua's just going to fade away.
Yeah. Hey, so Tony, are you going to be a featured artist on the new Marvel premiere 2023, supposed to be 2021, now just dropping, hot off the presses, soon to be released set?
I am on that set.
Oh, fantastic. Wow.
Yeah. I did do cards for that set. It was fun. I did them a while ago.
I can't wait to see what you did, because like I was saying earlier, you put so much into one small card. Now you have 2 panels, 3 panels, 4 panels, 5x7. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
It's insane. It's insane.
I can't wait to see. And just again, quick question. Do you post any of your work on Instagram for the new set yet? Have you released any of that, or
once the set comes out, I usually do post my images on Instagram. I've been a little lazy with it. I still have to put up a lure.
Okay.
Masterpieces will be the next as soon as that drops.
The next best thing to owning your pieces is to be able to see them somewhere. and sometimes they're hidden. Sometimes guys pull them on e-pack or physical, and they never see the day of light. And
there's been so many cards that I have not seen. I last I seen them, I was packing them up, sent them out.
Yeah.
And they've never resurfaced. I have no idea where they are. If they're still in boxes, if they're still.
Right. So I've been following a lot of artists lately, and some are good at Instagram and some are good at all the social media stuff and some aren't. But, we always appreciate it if every once in a while one of those pop up and we get to see what you've been working on.
Yeah, I like posting this stuff. MCCW, I post. I usually post stuff on there. But yeah, I definitely do have to post. I have to update my Instagram. Definitely, it needs some new stuff.
Yeah, definitely awesome.
Keeping up with the social media can be pretty daunting. So I don't blame you for not being, having everything on there. So
yeah, it's just like I'm not on the computer that much. I'm either I'm at my desk usually, back there just drawing, and Elaine's usually on the computer most of the time. And half of the time she will put up all my stuff on Deviant. She'll scan my cards, upload them on Deviant and whatnot. But yeah, I gotta get more active on that. Definitely.
Well, we're happy you're part of the groups, and we're happy that you have a Instagram that we can reach out to you if we have questions and all that stuff.
Oh my God, I love the groups. I mean, I really do. I love the groups. I love talking to people about the cards. I like, I collect Wolverine cards. I probably don't have as many as Joshua does, or the variety, but Elaine's big Rogue fan.
Yep.
She collects almost anything Rogue. But yeah, it's a great community. I mean,
yeah.
Hey Josh, didn't you just pick up a Rogue card recently?
Oh yeah. So.
Oh, the shoes.
I have a kit. I have a Kith. The Kith Marvel. I have a Rogue to $2.99 from the Kith shoes.
Possibly a trade brewing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That would totally be up to her.
Yeah.
If she wants. Because she knows what I have to do. So it's like,
Oh.
She's the boss, huh?
All right, so we have a few people in the house. We have Ken. What's up, Ken? We got Nathan. We got Mike Trulio, and we got Melfi. Will, what's up, Will? Cool stuff.
Hey,
So
hey, Mike. Mike,
Go
you're
ahead.
the Venom collector, right?
Mike Trulio?
Yeah.
He's not Venom, is he?
I thought he was a Venom collector, or maybe I'm thinking
He
of
might
somebody
be.
else.
He might be. I'm not sure.
Hard to keep them all straight.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Don't blow me away with some of these people.
But speaking of Venom, and maybe another character, should we show the goods so they have something to look forward to?
Is it this thing about me not wearing pants?
Exactly. You need to stand up right now. I'm just kidding.
Okay, we'll do it. Okay, so
all right, so I'm gonna just explain it real quick here.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Tony. Hey, you want to be on my show? He's like, yeah, for sure. And so
I don't sound like
I'm so glad he is able to come on the show. He had seen earlier artists on, and he thought it'd be a fun time, and wanted to invite him. And so I told him that, hey, if you want, we can auction off one of your cards. We can do a giveaway. We can do whatever you want. So best of both worlds, he decided to do both for us. So he's got a card that's going to be doing a giveaway, and he's got a card that he's going to do an auction. Or we will do an auction.
Yeah, because I can't do it.
No, you're good. We will.
So the giveaway card is going to be.
I'm going to make you big for a second. Oh,
okay.
Geez, here we go. You saw it a little bit, didn't you? All right.
I should switch it up with another card.
Show it again.
So the giveaway card is going to be.
Wow.
Wow, if that's the giveaway card, what's the auction card? Holy cow.
So the giveaway card is done on the Marvel Collectors card stock.
Awesome.
So very happy with the way this turned out. This, if you don't know, is Mary Jane. People who aren't familiar with the character. The auction card, you know what? I'm going to take it out of its plastic.
Yeah, then we can see it a lot better. Nice.
The auction card is something I kind of just threw together. It's, just having a lazy day.
All right, hold on for 1 second. Don't show it yet.
No.
Holy, lovely. They're just going off on the Venom right now. Sorry. Just wanted to show a couple of those. All right.
Okay.
Go back.
So the one that I just kind of threw together in between naps was this one.
Holy
cow, man. That is sick.
So yeah, this will be the auction one.
So he showed me before he colored that, and it looks like 10 times better, even though the first one I thought was like amazing. He showed me the black and white, and that black and white was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I like the black and white. He's like, I'm not done. I got to color it. I'm like, oh geez, holy cow. So
you don't see a lot of black and white anymore. I think that's partly because of what the requirements are from Upper Deck.
Yes, that's, and you know what? I actually wouldn't mind doing nice detailed black and white work, but we don't have the choice.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I've been able to acquire some through the secondary market, and I really enjoy those. I mean, I think it would be amazing if they just went back to a straight black and white set. I think the demand is there. I think collectors would like it, and you get that comic book inked feel to it, and that can be really neat.
At the beginning when Upper Deck was doing the Marvel Masterpieces back in 2008, you could do black and white, which is, I did, most of mine were black and white, and maybe a handful were color. I've had people, get the black and whites and contact me and say, would you mind coloring this? And okay. But yeah, I actually wish we could at least break it up and say 80% color, 20% black and white. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Got a question for you. Just out of curiosity, what is your process coming up with a card idea like that Wolverine? Is it just pure imagination, or do you have things that you pull from, or kind of, can you walk us through something like that? I'm always curious.
Great question.
No, that's a good question. Usually my process goes, okay, I depending on the character, Wolverine, for example, I try to want to be true to the character. This is the way Wolverine would act. This is the way he would stand. This is the way he would crouch, type thing. And because he's my favorite character, I have to do him justice, right? So what I'll do is I'll do some thumbnails, just really quick, rough thumbnails, just for the gesture of the body, the pose, and say, okay, let's do this. I threw in the Brood on that card as an afterthought. I had the pencil down. He was there. I go, well, what can I have him doing? Then I thought, you know what? Let's throw the Brood in the background. Then I go, I'll throw some of the Brood's tentacles around his leg and his arm, and that's yeah, let's work on that. So I go from a rough pencil, then I transfer I'll do the work on the actual card pencil when I like it, and have everything. You got me big again? Okay, yeah. See, there's a little Brood.
I get it. I might have to take the glasses off for this one. All right.
There's a Brood here, and then there's a Brood back here. Like really, really. This thing would focus.
Very cool.
And then the tentacles and like dead Broods in the water here, kind of thing. You got legs and that. So then I just draw bigger, and I make sure I get the pose right, and then I ink it up with the line weight on it. Go in with the colors, and then what I'll do is I'll do a second refined inking.
Okay.
On only certain parts, so whatever's closer, it'll pop. So Wolverine and the tentacles, I'll give a second ink job over it. So yeah, it's actually, I've been doing it this way for a long time. So
yeah, that's really cool. You showed me the black and white. I'm trying to pull it up, but I'm having difficulty. Because did you send that to me through Facebook or
Instagram? I think
you sent some through Facebook.
You know what? It was Facebook. You're right.
Yeah, I got it now. Okay, here we go. See if this works here. Hold on real quick. Let me share my screen real quick for everybody. Present. Share the screen here. I'll bring it up. All right, there we go. Okay.
Come on, Joshua.
I got it.
Oh, there you go.
So that's it right there.
Yeah.
You can see the Brood just right in the background, right there.
Enhance.
So that looks pretty sick right there,
Yeah.
And there's kind of like egg sacks there in the background too on the walls.
Yeah. I noticed that. And then let's see, go back to hold on real quick.
While you're the comments here, we've got some somebody's joining us from Australia.
Okay.
William, that's awesome. Thanks.
Hello, Australia.
Brittany says they need to let the artists do what they want. I completely agree.
I do too.
Let's see who else we in the house. Derpa
Boo says, "Oh dang on that Wolverine."
I love that name.
Derpa doo.
Fighter that you drew for Marvel Allure. So he said that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So appreciate your work there.
Yeah, anything that I've seen Perna do, the detail on it's just amazing. Like,
well, it's a representation of the artist, right? I mean, back in the day, there were a lot of artists who I'm talking about 12, 13 years ago, maybe even longer. Some artists wouldn't put their all into the insert cards because they said, well, I'm just going to do my best on the APs.
yeah.
And it's like, well, you know what? That's not fair to the collectors and people who are supporting you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You know, so I could never take on that mentality. So I said, you know what? I'm going to draw the way I draw all the time.
That's
regardless of the stock, you know.
And you know, I've maybe this is just a personal pet peeve of mine, but I'm just so sick of just the portrait look of a character. Like, I mean, like I said earlier, you're telling a story right there. There's so much detail. The backgrounds are great. I mean, I haven't seen a background on probably 90% of the cards. They just, color it blue or black or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, when I first started with Complete Avengers, none of my cards had backgrounds. I was new to the industry. This was all new to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what they expected, and I repeated characters and poses. And then when I started to get into more sets, I started to experiment a little more, and then it got to the point where, you know what, let's go all out. And I haven't stopped. And I used to do portrait shots, but not in all of them.
And I understand that you guys have deadlines, and they ask you to do 50 or 100 cards or whatever. So sometimes it can be kind of daunting. But
Complete Avengers was 250 cards.
Holy moly!
With no APs. There were no APs back then.
Well, hopefully
And DC Legacy was the same. Marvel Masterpieces. No, we got APs of Marvel Masterpieces. That was Upper Deck, but I think Women of Marvel was the first set we actually started getting APs, but it was either get an AP for every 50 cards that you do, and your inserted cards, they would pay only $3 a card, or no APs and $5 a card.
Wow.
So it's like, but then Rittenhouse got better after that. I mean, they started taking care of their artists because it was, I think, a learning process for them as well.
Yeah.
With the APs.
Yeah.
Once they jumped on it, and you know what, I haven't done a portrait, I think, in the last 15 sets I've worked on. It's all been stories. It's all storytelling.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
And I won't stop. So there.
I think everybody appreciates the extra.
Understand the lack of backgrounds due to the time constraints and working conditions the artist subject through. Unfortunately, Upper Deck needs to treat the artist a little better. That's always the last part of the words, right?
Yeah. One reason I really liked working with Rittenhouse is because they didn't do this with every artist, but I just asked for myself. And I said, listen, is there any way I can get a complete base set with some of the chase cards and a binder for whatever set I work on? They said, not a problem.
That's
every
cool.
Every time I worked on a set, I'd get a binder. I'd get the binder exclusive promo in it, and I'd get the complete chase set and the complete base cards, and they were wonderful. Like, they're great. Make your artists happy.
Are they going to give that to you for MM23?
No, because that's Upper Deck, and Upper Deck gives nothing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They give you a pat on the back and say, on your way, boy.
Yeah. They're going to give you a couple APs and be like, there you go. So,
and even with them, that's one thing it's frustrating with Upper Deck. Whenever they change the new art director, you got to kind of start from the bottom again. Because this art director doesn't know who the popular artists are, who the ones who have been around for a long time, who's worked with them for the longest time. And they contact you, and it's like, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so art director from Upper Deck, and we'd like you to invite to the set, and it's 1 AP for every 25 cards. And I went, what? Whoa. And I was like, I had a deal with them. It was like an AP for every 5 cards with the previous art director. And it's like, then I had kind of said, well, you know what? I've been around. I've been working for you guys since 2007. I've been on your set. People, my cards are highly sought after, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll try to do something. It's like,
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But unfortunately, that's the way it is.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's show that Venom one more time, and we will go ahead and start capturing people's hashtag. And it's up to you what you want to hashtag. Do you want to just hashtag Venom, or do you want to hashtag
Venom? That's fine. Yep.
Okay, hashtag Venom.
Hashtag
Venom for the giveaway on the Venom. And then those who have popped in and seen the Wolverine, that's going to be auctioned off towards the end of the show. Yep, that one right there. Going to be auctioned off towards the end of the show, but go ahead and hashtag Venom. Show that Venom again, and then yeah, definitely pretty sick, pretty awesome.
Can I hashtag Venom?
You can.
It'd be sad if I won.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah. Well, but good luck to everybody out there. It's going to be a great card.
Oh yeah.
I hope you enjoy it.
So awesome. Well, I wanted to ask. We were talking about Wolverine, but was there anything behind the Venom, or did that just pop in your mind?
It was literally I want to draw a character. Who do I draw?
Yeah.
And then Venom just came into my head as like, I haven't done a really good close-up of Venom lately.
You mean Mary Jane?
Right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Mary Jane. My apologies, people. You're getting that Mary Jane. And this I didn't rough out though. This I did straight to card because I knew kind of in my head what I wanted, and the end result I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And I was like, you know what? Maybe somebody else will like it. And that's why we're giving it away.
Freaking sweet, man. Thank you so much, Tony.
No, not a problem. Again, thank you for having me on this podcast.
No, for awesome. Sure. I mean, I'm way excited to have at least one artist on once or twice a month. So I really want Upper Deck to somehow watch these so they understand what's behind the artists.
Yeah, I would love it if Upper Deck actually watched
passions. Yeah,
like this. Yeah, I can actually see.
Yeah, and so if I can get a glimmer of that and be able to showcase your stuff and just be able to learn from you how you feel about everything with Upper Deck and just how you're passionate about your whole career. I mean, that's what I want Upper Deck to really look at. And I think that just having something out there that they can actually go to and look up Tony Perna interview or something like that, yep, and see if it brings it up, that'd be sick. That'd be awesome.
Well, look, I love cards so much. I started my own company. So
yeah.
Well, that's got to tell you something. I'm committed. Well, I'm committed in a few ways, but I'm committed.
Yeah.
No, sure. Love cards. I just love the whole
aspect. I don't even think you would have even have to say that, Tony. We know from your work you're committed because
just in case.
No, for sure.
Tony's
the work says it all. The work should say it all.
But yeah, I love it. I love the way a card looks. I just love the whole presentation of it. I just love it.
So we've talked about some of your earlier sets and all that stuff. Where did Tony start to draw? How old were you?
I was one of them young lads. My oldest brother actually would draw, but he used to draw cars.
Okay.
And he would draw, like those characterized muscle cars, the cartoonish ones where it's got like the big wheels in the back of that.
Yeah.
He was drawing
the flames and all that. Yeah,
exactly. So he was drawing that all the time. I tried drawing cars. I was like, I'm not good at drawing cars. But I started drawing like people and things, and I guess at that time too, maybe a year, when I was about 8 or 9, I was introduced to comic books. And, comic books just blew me away. I liken them to, it's modern mythology. It's the mythology of this era, as opposed to like Greek mythology, Norse mythology. This is our mythology.
Yeah, that's a cool way to look at it.
And I just loved it. So I would like look at an artist's work and try to copy it and that. And, big influences were like John Byrne, George Perez, Jim Aparo, Jim Lee in the 90s, Arthur Adams, Mark Silvestri. I mean, these guys were just like Jim Lee.
You like Ron Lim too, right?
Oh, Ron Lim's amazing.
Yeah.
Love Ron's work.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there's a ton of artists out there whose work I just blows me away.
Yeah.
Losing George Perez hit me hard. I mean, I met the guy several times, and him passing away, like, it hit me really hard. It's like, wow, we're never going to see anything else from him.
Sure.
It's
kind of with John Romita Jr.,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
with him and all that. It was so awesome meeting John Romita Jr. At the San Diego Comic-Con. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, you guys are lucky in the States. You guys get really good cons with some really great guests.
Yeah.
I mean, up here we have Fan Expo Canada, but a lot of it, and there's nothing wrong, a lot of it's local artists from the Toronto area or within Canada, and we get some mega stars, but it's far and few between.
Sure. Well, I think anytime you can showcase artists at any convention, any trade show or anything like that, it's a great opportunity to showcase artists like that. I think that needs to be, sometimes they need to pay for you guys to be there.
Yeah.
Except for the other way around.
I would love a trading, a non-sports trading card show. I think like up here, non-sport trading cards is not that big.
Yeah.
Sports cards are cuckoo.
Correct.
But I mean, I wish more people were exposed to it up here and appreciated it up here.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of hockey, that's for sure up there. And my boy Vintage Lord Canada, when he goes to these trade shows and all that stuff, he actually finds some Marvel, and he's the one wanting to buy it all, but no one else is really asking around for it. It's just him asking around for it, which is great for him.
Yeah, good for him. He's probably getting killer deals.
Yeah.
You want this junk? Go ahead. Yeah, I'll take that Boris and Julie Marvel Masterpieces. Sure.
Yeah. Hey, Ash is in here. What's up, Ash? I saw your comment earlier here. I think someone said that he saw his work on Premiere today somehow. Someone must have posted something. Said, thanks, Mike. Cool stuff. So hashtag Venom, guys. Let's show that one last time there.
Up for grabs.
This is the giveaway, guys. Those who were in here, please hashtag Venom. Those who you hope to maybe want to be in here, give them a shout out, bring them in here.
And stick around, because then we got this.
And we have the auction at the end of the night, guys. You do not want to miss that. Excited to see that. That's MCCW stock too, or is that your own stock?
No, they're both.
Nice. I love that stock. I
It's
love
good
the black.
stock. It's the first. These are the first two pieces that I've drawn on that stock, and it's good stock.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I like it too.
I got to do something for Josh Warner. He's the one who sent me the blanks. Find out what character he likes.
Maybe I'll show a sneak peek of what I'm working on real quick myself, if I can find it. Let's see. while I'm trying to find something, do you want to kind of tell everybody about your relationship when you met Elaine and how she came in the mix? Because she's a big part of your guys' studio too,
Yes.
right?
Okay. So this is how Elaine and I hooked up. So I was drawing ink sketches, selling them on eBay on 9x12. It might have been 11x14. It was 11x14 sheets, just inked. And it was characters, and I was doing Marvel and DC characters. And I got asked seller a question.
Yeah.
And it was this girl saying, "Hi, do you do commissions?" And I said, "Yeah, I could." And she goes, "Well, my favorite character is Rogue." And I said, "Oh, yeah." I go, "Not a problem." She goes, "Well, how much would it cost?" So we agreed on a price. And she wanted a specific version of Rogue, Age of Apocalypse Rogue. So I said, "Okay." So what I did was I drew two of them. And I showed her and I said, "Okay, which one do you like? Which one do you want to purchase? I'm just going to throw the other one up on eBay." So she picked the one that she liked, paid for it. I sent it to her. Oh, lo and behold, she bought the one on eBay as well. So I was like, "Oh, cool." So it got me wondering, well, this she likes X-Men. She likes Rogue, So I started stalking her. So I started looking at her auctions. And then I started asking her questions. And then she started asking me questions. And we ended up going into a chat room and talking. And then we started talking on the phone.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to come up to Canada, because she's from New Jersey. She wanted to come up to Canada and meet me. So she came up, she came up in 2004.
Okay.
She came up in February. She stayed 2 weeks. She went back home. She was supposed to come back in June of the same year. She ended up coming up in April. Never went home.
That's a neat story. And what year was that?
That was 2004. She came up.
Okay.
And then we got married the following year, 2005.
2005. Nice.
Yeah.
So 2005, yeah, you've been married just 1 year older, 1 year more than myself and my wife now.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And I'm so happy that you guys came together in what you would call similar, similar type of hobby, I guess, or similar type of thing that you guys were both into. And that's just great. That's
yeah, I mean, the connection was there. I mean, just the fact that she liked comic books, she liked the X-Men. Like I can tell her a storyline, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was a great storyline with so and so," and I was like, "Oh my god, I love you."
I love it.
Yeah, so and we're still like that.
And those who see the thumbnail, you can see her sass. It's so cool to see her sass because like anytime that I see pictures of her posting anything dressed up or non-dressed, she just has the sass to her. It's pretty awesome.
She's always in good spirits, always. Yeah. And she always says she likes helping people out. It makes her feel good. She doesn't expect anything in return. That's just the way she is. She's got a good heart.
Yeah. I guess you have a Daredevil sketch that Undaunted Collectibles still searching for from 2008. Man, Marvel Masterpieces.
Oh, was it? Is it colored or black and white?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He must have saw some picture of it somewhere. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Back there. Far back.
That was a while ago.
All right, let me see if I can't. I wanted to show you something here. I don't know where Matt went. I think he just got. I don't know.
Kidnapped while
he might have fell asleep. He might have fell asleep on us. I don't know. Maybe that. But this is what I'm working on. So this is gonna be a sketch card. Believe it or not, the images that you see in the background, I did. So I did the Surfer, I did the Wolverine, and the Deadpool myself. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on,
I can see it.
Okay,
Very cool.
but this is actually going to be a sketch card that I'm going to have for giveaways. I'm going to send this to artists and all that stuff and everything. See if I could pay you guys a few dollars to sketch on them and do them as giveaways on the channel. And yeah, just kind of get people to get your guys' art, out there, So I thought
Cool.
about doing something, and that's what just similar to the MCCW card stock. I'm
Yep.
going to have this as card stock. And I reached out to the same lady that does the MCCW card stock, and I'm getting the same card stock that the MCCW uses too. So
Iconics.
yeah.
Karen.
Yep.
Yeah. Karen's
Yep.
really
Karen.
good. Yeah.
Karen.
Love Karen.
Yeah.
Karen's really good.
Karen Cohen. Yeah. That's who I'm using. So it'll be pretty sick, pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I like that.
So.
Very cool.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? So I was fascinated earlier on. I was able to pick up I don't know if I picked up the latest Halloween set, but I did the Halloween 2. You've done 3 of those?
Halloween 2, man, you're way behind.
No, for sure. Like it was a while back, right? It was a while back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what you have.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to see what we have in stock, because we did 2 sets of hollow ink where the sketch cards are just inked.
Yes.
And then we did let's see, the Halloween trick or treat, Halloween All Hallows Eve. There was Ladies' Night. There was Halloween Witches.
I think I got the Ladies' Night one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk, and you're gonna have to tell me exactly which ones you have.
I'll show you. I have a really cool sketch card by Christina. What's her last name?
Carboli?
I believe so, yeah. And it was all bloody, whatever it was, and it was amazing, and it was great. I can't remember what
character. It was all bloody. It was great.
It was.
Yes.
It was great. I like the blood.
Hold on, I got the list right here. Because I had to write this for somebody else. We did Halloween 2 Trick or Treat, Halloween Witchcraft, Halloween 3 The Witching Hour, Hollow Ink.
Were the Glebes on every single one of those?
Was who?
Were the Glebe brothers on every single one?
They love Halloween. They're pretty cuckoo. There was Halloween 4 Ladies' Nights and Hollow Ink 2. So that's
okay. I think the Halloween 2. You said Halloween 2 Ladies' Nights?
Right? No, it was Halloween 4 Ladies' Night. It was Hollow Ink 2.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
You're gonna have to, because
it's somewhere.
Woo, yeah, you're way behind.
I'm probably way behind. Yeah,
you gotta.
Well, when I'm focusing on my character collecting, it's hard for me to veer elsewhere if that's my focus, and so I can only focus on one thing at a time. That's why, probably for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I was focused on San Diego Comic-Con and nothing else. I did pick up one card though. I do want to show it.
Just one?
It's an amazing card. Sometimes it's just one card.
Wait, was this your opening that you did? The live opening that you...
No. This is something nobody's seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see.
Nobody's seen it.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, let's do it. Because I usually we skip through it real quick, but I usually do mail. The first part of the show, I do mail call and I just talk about what we picked up, so if you have something you've picked up, Wolvie, in the last week or two, I'd love to see it too. So
I don't have anything. I'm poor.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch my camera because I believe I got my camera already here.
Or I'm going to
add
add
it at least.
All right, hold on.
There you go.
Okay, I muted it, so it should be fine now. No echo, right?
Nope.
All right. Let me just make it big here for everybody. All right. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to see if I can't. I don't know exactly why it's. I'm going to just change something real quick in the settings. Hold on real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes these settings don't do the right camera. Okay. All right, that's the best. I think it's on the best setting, but I think the internet's not
good enough. It's
not that great.
Yeah, you can't fight the pixelation. That's not going to happen.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, did I just kick it? Dang it, I just kicked it.
Did.
Let me just add it one more time. Jeez. All right. Bear with me, guys. Sorry.
All
right. Well, while I'm doing that, what made you over any other character? What made you like Wolverine more than any other character?
Growing up, especially in the early 80s, Wolverine was not your typical mold of what a superhero would be. And I'm talking, you got this short, scruffy guy, not the best looking guy. Compared to like Captain America, Superman, Batman. I mean, you got these Thor, Iron Man. I mean, you got these, these perfect beings.
Yeah. Wolverine's kind of scruffy and
then you got this little guy who's kind of like the underdog. But you got this guy who won't back away from anything.
Yeah.
He takes on the Hulk. He takes on Wendigo. He'll take on bigger guys. And that always appealed to me. This guy is freaking awesome. You don't need, it proves you don't have to be this statue of a character to be popular.
Yeah.
That's better. That looks a lot clearer.
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
I just got out and got back in. So here we go. All right, guys. This is the reveal of the card that I picked up.
Ooh.
I'm pretty excited because I haven't seen this.
I'm excited.
Well. So I've seen it on when I ordered it, but that's about it.
Ooh.
So here we go.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nice.
All right. So get this in the camera, okay? So there's no.
What's the grade on that?
So it's a 9.
That's awesome.
And it's a pop 2 or no, pop 3, I think. But this right here, if you can see the hologram image on it.
Yeah, I can see the logos in the background. Thor.
Yeah, the logos in the background and everything. That is just so immaculate.
That's amazing. That is a sweet pickup.
It's now blurry, but it like froze on me now.
That's it. That is a sweet pickup.
That's my pickup. Let me see if I can't take it out. My dog's going to freak out, guys. I apologize. When Grandpa comes home, the dog likes to bark. All right. So hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can show it better here.
I was going to say, enlarge your screen.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay.
There you go.
Probably see it better that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So got a PSA 9 on that. This image of Wolverine.
Alan Davis.
Yeah. So you knew right off the bat. So
yeah, beautiful. I love his work. Love his Excalibur stories. Love his work on the X-Men.
But so cool. I love the images of like all the different different characters. You got Thor back there, you got Avengers, you got Iron Man back there, Spider-Man right down on the bottom there.
Yep. You got the Marvel logo.
Very, very cool card.
That is a great pickup.
Appreciate
Congratulations. That is awesome.
So other than this, you know, I want the beginnings, the Marvel Beginnings hologram too, the one that's from 2012 X-Men. And that one's amazing as well.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with the Marvel Now as well, because this was one that eluded me a while back several times, and I was able to finally pick this up, and I've seen it sell for more, and this was a great time to pick it up, and so I was able to, and even was a PSA 9, and all the ones prior were like raw cards.
Yeah.
So I knew what I was getting when I purchased it, right?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome to have that.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I got. I know with being a Wolverine collector yourself, you know how it feels when you get a Wolverine card that you've been after or you've been hunting and stuff, and that's just a great feeling for sure.
I just can't afford half of these cards.
I can't either. That's why I got to sell my cards, other cards for it. I try not to sell my Wolvie cards, but yeah.
Now, do you have Wolverine comics as well, or X-Men comics?
I do have some Wolverine comics. Yes, like so. I actually picked up when I was it was like I was 14 or 15 years old, and I picked up what was it? I was 14 years old when I picked it off the rack, and it was the 100th issue hologram of Wolverine.
Okay.
So it was the 100th issue. So I didn't really collect comics per se when I was a kid, other than I had a couple subscriptions. I don't know if you remember those mail subscriptions, but I had a couple subscriptions to a few comics. They'd send you 3 or 4 comics, every week or two. And I had that for like maybe 6 months. They weren't huge comics, but it was fun to actually get something like that in the mail, as a kid and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
With your name on it. It's like, it has my name on it, all that jazz. I still have some of the mailers that has my name on it.
That's cool.
From that as well. So I'm happy to, I should actually take a couple pictures of that and put it up on my Instagram, because I just feel that that's a big keepsake, to have
nostalgia.
Something that was sent to you and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. So
yeah, that's pretty wicked.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I think what we should do is we should go ahead and show that Venom one last time. Make you big here. And those who are coming in, guys, for the first time, Tony has graciously offered to give this as a giveaway. And so hashtag Venom for this giveaway. And currently right now in the giveaway, we have 17 entries. So we pretty much have matched up to what we've gotten. We've had 22 people in here at one time. We have about 18 in now. So those who want to enter, you got about 5 more minutes to enter this for sure. And then after that,
come on, this smells
like me. We're going to do an auction.
This smells like me.
It smells like Tony.
You want to smell me? We're going to show the auction one again?
Yeah, let's show the Wolverine one just so people know what it's coming. So we're going to hashtag Wolverine on this one, or maybe we should hashtag something else than Wolverine. I don't know. Brood. We can hashtag Brood.
Hashtag Hey Bub.
Hey, yeah, let's do it. Hey Bub. Let's do that. I like it.
And if you write Bob, you're disqualified.
Actually, we don't really need a hashtag on that. People
we
just
don't.
have to just bid. So we'll
Just wanted
figure
to
it
see-
out.
I want to see
We're
how many
gonna-
people would do it.
Yeah, we're gonna hashtag thanks Tony, hashtag Bub.
Oh,
All righty. So hashtag Venom, and we will go ahead and run that in just a couple minutes, guys. I appreciate those who are in the live chat. Tony appreciates you.
I do. I
For
love
those
you all.
for those just popping in, please watch the very beginning of this where Tony goes into some of the great, awesome stuff he's talking about with his sets as well as what he's done for Marvel. We appreciate you, Tony. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
And I wouldn't be doing what I do if it wasn't for people liking my work. So I appreciate it all, and I thank you all.
yeah, that's just great. I mean, Tony's very very active in the community. I want to give you a big shout out as you have uh, entered into the YouTube realm the last couple years, as far as coming in and commenting, coming in the chats. You know, every once in a while, I have other artists on that I love when you troll them, all that jazz, like
Michael Munshaw.
Trey and
I love Michael Munshaw.
Michael. I thought Michael was going to be here because he was talking about, when is the podcast? Like,
Yeah.
way interested, but
He's
he'll
probably,
probably see it
he's
later.
probably looking for a shirt and tie.
He probably still can't get his shirt and tie on. Oh, jeez.
It was new to me. I was reluctant to be a part of any live podcast, let alone commenting and whatnot. But you know what? It's silly. You got to get yourself out there. You got to know your fan base,
Yeah.
and people who are in the community and people that do different things. It's good. It just helps everybody out.
And you're a legend to a lot of us, Tony. I'm not just saying that too. It's just more. I learned of sketch cards somewhat because of you. Because of some of your work. So it's been awesome being able to get to know you a little bit from the community. But tonight's been awesome. So I appreciate it.
Awesome for me too.
Yeah.
And I will keep doing sketch cards as long as people want me to.
Well, that's probably going to be inevitable then.
Yeah, I will be 90 in my diapers, just drawn away.
Well, let's see who's all in here. We got one more entry, and I'll go ahead and run it, guys. How many people we got? We got 17 still, and we got 17. Well, we got as many people as we have entries, so maybe I should run it.
Go for it.
Okay, all right. Okay, hashtag Venom, guys. This is your last chance. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Fast clock.
Yeah. 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go. We're gonna draw it, guys. Here we go. All right, let me add it first before I draw it so people can see it. How about that? I always forget that.
It'll be like you going, "Oh my God, it's me! I won!"
Yeah, exactly.
You can't see the screen. It's okay.
All right, gonna stop that. I'm gonna start that. Start screen. Here we go. And then giveaway tool. Share it. All right. And then add. Okay, now we can see it. Okay, here we go, guys. And we are off. And the winner is Brittany. No way! Holy cow! Congratulations, Brittany. I don't think she's won on my channel yet. So that is so cool. Well, if you don't know how to reach out to Tony, you want to go ahead and tell everybody how to reach out to you first?
No. I'm Perna.t on Instagram. Or you can email me I'm Tony Perna on Facebook, but you can email me at Perna Studios, one word, all lowercase, at gmail.com.
Okay. All right, that's where you do it, Brittany. Congratulations, Brittany. Sweet.
Yeah,
Glad I
okay.
switched you. That's funny. Congrats. That's so awesome. Brittany's great. She actually got into collecting crazily, really crazy, because she actually didn't like a lot of the stuff her dad collected and all that stuff. She thought it was she just didn't know what it was, you know. And then he passed away, unfortunately. Sorry, Brittany. Again, condolences to you, but yeah, back in, I think he passed away in 2019 or early 2020. And when he passed away, he had all these comics and cards, and he ordered a bunch of cards all the time from David Adams and all that stuff. And she actually dove into what he had, and she actually fell in love with some of the art. So,
awesome. Is Brittany the one who did the opening with you maybe a week or two ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been on my channel doing her box openings and all that.
Yeah, I seen one of them.
Yeah, she likes to open. She likes to record box openings, but she's only done it a few times. But she's liking it more and more. She got a bit better camera setup now, so she's more comfortable. I think she just got some new sets in, so I think we'll be popping some off pretty soon.
Cool, very cool.
All right, well, congratulations, Brittany. Terrible to watch that. Don't watch that. Oh, it'll get better, Brittany. So reach out to Tony, Brittany, and then let's go ahead and real quickly go back to the Wolverine, because we are gonna start auctioning this off, and I think I'm gonna start it at $50. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So I'm going to hashtag $50. And I will start that off. $50 on that Wolverine. That's where we're going to start it.
Yeah, 50. Do I hear 60? Do I hear 60?
I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to cheat a bit.
Oh.
I cheat. So,
don't cheat, man.
I'm a cheater.
I thought I knew you, man. Man.
I'm going to do this here. Boom.
What kind of setup is this, man?
All right, so I just stopped that. Where'd it go? Stop that. And then I have to present again. I always have to stop it and start it, stop it, start it. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is what I want to do. All right, I'm going to zoom in just a second. Here. There we go. And then there we go. All right. And then I'm going to add it. All right. That is the holy cow. Is it up to? It's up to $111 now. Ken. So we will go ahead and it's $111, and I think we're gonna go in 1 minute increments. So it looks like 50, 55. William did 100, and then Mike was a 105, and right now it's Ken. Ken at 111.
Very cool.
115, Mike. It's going to be a battle, I'm pretty sure. So, just real quick while people are in here, Brood, how many times do you, in your mind, remember drawing Brood? Because I've seen a bigger Brood that you've actually drawn before. I'm positive that I've seen this before. I don't know where.
Well, with X-Men characters, especially with Wolverine, okay, it's either
Williams at 150.
Wolverine can either be fighting one of his nemesis, Sabretooth, Omega Red, whatnot, or it's the Hand.
Yep.
Or it's the Brood.
Yep.
Or it's the Sentinels.
Yep.
So, I actually did a Sentinel series for the X-Men set way back, X-Men Archives.
Yeah.
I did a Sentinel series set, so it was like card 1 of 9 was card 1 was Wolverine fighting the Sentinels, and the second one was Cyclops fighting the Sentinels, and
Was that a subset?
it was a subset that I did just as a sketch card set.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah, I did the same thing with the X-Men. It was called the subset was called the sketch card subset was called Aaron Ninhalar. Now that's a phrase that was used in the Phoenix Saga when Lalandra wanted to put Jean Grey to death.
Okay.
And Xavier yelled out Aaron Hinhalar, which was a bond to fight. They were allowed to fight for her right to live. And Lalandra couldn't deny it. That's why there's that fight on the moon where she ends up dying, Jean Grey as Phoenix.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. And I did a subset of them fighting each of the Imperial Guard. So whoever they fought in the comic was who I had them up against. And it was, again, a 9-card subset.
Jeez.
I love doing stuff like that.
You and your knowledge too, man. Big shout out. That's awesome.
Dude, I collect X-Men comics. I mean, I've been collecting them since, I think my earliest issue was Uncanny. No, I have an Uncanny 14.
All right, we got 30 seconds on that last bid there. Someone did 151. All right, that just restarted the 1 minute timer there.
But I've always been a comic book geek. I actually got rid of a lot of my non-Marvel comics last year.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to whittle it down even more and just concentrate on my Wolverine and Uncanny X-Men /X-Men comics.
Okay.
William
wants it. 160.
Filling gaps. Oh, William can have it if you want.
Oh, for serious.
He can have it if you want. But always been a big fan of comics. I mean, the way Chris Claremont and John Byrne basically established Wolverine, they fleshed out that character.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And then I thought nobody could top it. But then when Jim Lee started drawing Wolverine the way he drew, and I went, oh my God. That's amazing.
Oh man. Well, can I just say your Wolverine, this Wolverine currently right now, it's hard for me to say I would bid 200, but I just don't have the funds right now. Because it's definitely worth that. It's so cool.
I'm going to be suspicious of you now when you send me your sketch card and say, I'm going to do a giveaway. Can you draw Wolverine?
Oh no,
Joshua.
That way.
There'll be no Wolverine for you, Joshua.
I will commission you if I want a Wolverine for myself.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, it looks like it's William. So that's great, awesome stuff. So let's do 20 more seconds. If no one else does it there, William, it's yours for 160. That is so awesome. It also helps out Tony immensely. But definitely those who haven't reach out to Tony. This would be on eBay for at least 1,000. That's probably true. Depending the stock, I guess, for sure. It would be.
That's true.
But no, reach out to Tony, guys, if you have questions about it. If you haven't ever had a commission before done, Tony does commissions and all that. He's a very busy guy, so at times he can fit you in.
I try to be as good as I possibly can with people. I never take money up front when I put somebody on a commission list.
Okay.
I usually take payment once. We go through steps. I show them thumbnails. Once they grant a thumbnail, I'll draw it on the card. I'll pencil it. I'll ink it.
Oh, cool.
I'll show them the inks. If they're happy with it, then I ask for payment. Then
okay,
and then I'll color it and mail it out. But I never ask for it up front.
That's way cool. Well, awesome. It is definitely William. Cool. Congratulations at 160. William. Congratulations, you got that Wolverine. That is sick Wolverine. Very awesome.
And you might not notice this but in those little eggs that are on the wall, the egg sacs.
Uh-huh.
There's actually silhouettes of a brood in each one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's how much detail's in there, man. Congrats. Very, very awesome. That's so sick. Thank you so much for doing that, Tony. And I'm
No,
so happy that
not a problem. You know
we
what?
switched it to the auction, because I knew I knew people would be like, man, that Wolverine is just amazing.
I recently posted something on my Facebook. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness have the biggest impacts.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love giving back. So I was like, you know what? It's not always about a monetary value when you do things. It's just about sharing it and seeing people's reactions. And if I can make somebody feel good because of something they got, then why not? You know?
Yeah. Well, you're an awesome guy. Just being on this show means a lot to me.
You know what? I'm glad you asked me.
Yeah, it means a lot to the community as well. I try to be part of the community and do my part, but it's you artists that keep us going, I feel, and it seems like it's a
funny,
symbiotic
though.
relationship
But
that way.
yeah, I was gonna say it's funny because it's the collectors that keep the artists going.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure. Yeah,
and I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about when somebody says, you know, oh, that's a fantastic piece.
Yeah.
You know, and you just it's not like, okay, you're patting the guy on the back, but you know, artists actually appreciate when collectors recognize the amount of work that's been put in. It's an appreciation. Sometimes, you know, you can't put a price on something like that.
Yeah, a lot of work. I mean, when I sketched those for that sketch card that I'm working on for my channel, when I did the surfer, because the surfer, the Wolverine, and the Deadpool, they're all three different cards. It wasn't that I sketched it on that. It was
Right.
three different sketch cards that I had done. Those cards take me like 3 days to do one card. Like, I can't bust it out in like an hour or a half hour like Ash or
Yeah, I can't do that either. You know, okay, this was a couple hours just doing this.
I mean, that's
you know?
amazing for a couple hours. I couldn't do that.
You know, Wolverine was over a couple of days, but it was 3 hours.
Yeah.
One day, 3 hours, another day, 3 hours, another day. But yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, gone are the days when I would do 250 cards for a set in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
That's not happening. When I started, I never wore glasses. So, you know, 2009, that's when it killed me.
That's when it killed you, huh? Nice.
I need specs, man.
Well, in chat, just seeing, let's see. What is how long's wait for commissions? Oh, how long's the wait for commission? I don't.
Well,
can you answer that?
Well,
depends, I guess. Really.
Yeah, it really does depend on. I mean, I've got stuff in the works now for some people, but I also have to work on those upper deck sets.
Sure.
Yeah,
just reach out to him. He'll let you know. You know, It depends on what you want.
I don't want to say a certain time frame and then say, well, crap.
I'm sure it all kind of depends. I mean, sometimes you're burnt out and you're just like, you know what, I just want to focus on this right now. But every once in a while, it's like, hey, I want to commission you to do such and such.
Yeah.
And something could pop in your head, and you're like, you know what? Let's just start it right now because there's something in my head.
No, you're right. It happens. I mean, I get so many requests. Oh my goodness. The last two commissions, two different people, and they got
congrats.
They got like 5 cards each. It was like Iron Man. It was Iron Man. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I don't want to draw any more Iron Man. Thank you, Derpa. I'm like, no, I don't have things lying around. I'm sorry.
Laying around for sale. We want to make an auction night for Tony.
Yeah, really. Let's do it. But yeah, so I kind of got burnt out on Iron Man because it was all different armors.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, can you draw this armor? Can you draw that armor? Can you draw that armor? And I just got burnt out after. I was like, oh, I hope nobody asked me for an Iron Man. And then you got like a cool one, which I'm working on now. It's like, well, you know, can you do Wolverine and Spider-Man? and it was based on a crossover they did, and it's a very you might know the cover. It's Wolverine or Spider-Man in the graveyard.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he wanted to commission that for me and said, could you do something like that on your own take on it? And I said, hell yeah, let's do it.
That's cool.
If it's Wolverine, I won't get tired of drawing Wolverine.
I
sorry,
know,
I
right?
won't. I won't.
You might be bumped up in that commission scale.
Yeah, exactly. Really, just ask for Wolverine. Just first. No, but I mean, I just love the. I mean, he's a character that literally I just draw off the top of my head. Like,
no, myself, I can't deny the love, the passion that I have for Wolverine and collecting him.
Yeah.
And so when I see cards like you just did, I'm just like, oh my gosh, next commission, next fundage I get open, I'm gonna just DM Tony and be like, dude, that's so sick. Do something like that, but do this.
I love that word, fundage. That's a
fundage.
That's a great word. When I get some fundage.
Yeah. Encino Man fundage.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah. How can I reach out to you, mate? So Instagram. What was it again?
Perna.t. Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Tony Perna. My email is pernastudios@gmail.com.
Yep.
I also have a Deviant. If you check Deviant, you can just type in Tony Perna Deviant and I'll be there.
And I did put down in the tasting notes, even though I haven't tasted them yet. I did put down in the YouTube notes.
How they are.
Yeah. That Tony's stuff there. So you can just click on the link and it'll go straight to his stuff on Instagram. So
sausage link? Why are we talking about food?
No, wheezing the juice. They're all doing Encino Man now. Oh, geez, that's funny. Well, anybody have any questions for Tona? I know it's really late over there.
Get my name right, damn it.
Did I say Tona? Tona.
You call me Tona.
Tona.
It's like earlier, Tona Perga. I'm like,
you know how many kids I have that I have to keep track of, Tony? I have 5 boys I got to keep track of on a daily basis, and I struggle at that.
That's nothing, man. It's all cool. It's all cool.
Does anyone have any questions for Tony tonight while he's here, while we are able to have him with us? So I definitely love to hear from you guys in chat.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, anything, let me lead off with this because people ask me all the time, what do I use on my cards? I'm probably one of the few artists that does complete Prismacolor pencils.
Color pencils.
No Copic markers, no Prismacolor markers. It's inking with microns and coloring with Prismacolor pencils.
Yeah, the color pencils are amazing. Like,
you know what? I love them. I got used to them in school, in college.
Yeah,
and I never went back. I just love them. So much control over it. It's a pain in the butt when the lighter colors always seem to be a little bit more brittle. So when you have a sharp edge on it, and you go down to put like a highlight or something, I'll hear snap.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's funny is when I did that the Silver Surfer that I have on that sketch card, I did with color pencil only. And it was just a bunch of flavors of colored pencil. And then the deep dark blacks, I sometimes use charcoal to get a little bit more black on that. I feel it just gives you more darkness in the black sometimes. Yep. So it's not so shiny as well. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's got more of a matte finish.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with that because it can smear really easy. So you just got to be
smear and ruin your piece, man.
Exactly.
You don't want to do that.
But that Wolverine that was in the middle, that one actually I used a little bit of Copic markers, markers, or whatever you want to call them. I bought a set of those and stuff that I use. I think sometimes the brighter colors like yellow and all that can show, but I like to also use metallic. So I actually use some metallic on his blue and all that stuff everywhere.
Cool.
So
Cool.
That's kind of cool. So
I used to use metallics when I did the DC set, DC Legacy. Like on Shazam, I had a gold color pencil, so I used it on his bracelets, anything that was supposed to be gold.
Oh yeah,
on him.
Yeah.
That little sheen to it when you. Back and forth, but yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah, I love that.
I like using different techniques.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. I mean, that's pretty cool. I know in the artistic world in my family, meaning when I was growing up, I always kind of copied my sister because she was really good. She actually would do pictures of Jesus, with for my parents, and she would do just some great art with colored pencil. She would only use colored pencil.
Nice.
And then it wasn't until she got older that she started using like watercolors and different oils and all that stuff. So,
are you familiar with the character Roma from Marvel? Okay, Roma's supposed to be the daughter of Merlin, and she is in charge of the Nexus of Realities or something like that in Great Britain. Okay. She's in the Excalibur comics a lot.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I drew her on one of the female sets. I want to say Women of Marvel. But I had a Easter egg in there that a lot of people didn't catch on.
Yeah.
Until after. So she's like this cosmic being, like power. So she's in her citadel, and she's got this chessboard with these chess pieces on it. 3 of the chess pieces are DC characters.
No way.
Yeah, there's a Superman, Green Lantern, and a Batman. But when you look at it, you can say, "Oh shit, yeah, it is."
That's cool, man.
I sneak stuff in that all the time. There was one where I had this one character. She had a spell book, and back on Scoundrel, I was friends with a bunch of people, so I would put their names on the spell book.
Yeah,
but it was, tiny. So small. Oh man, I love doing that. I love throwing.
That's so cool that you do that detail, that much detail, because like when you do that and put Easter eggs and stuff where people don't even know things are in there for, it's just so crazy, because later down the road, if you run into that piece and then people are like, "Oh yeah, this is great," and like, "Did you look at this?" And they're like, "What?" Did you look at this? And there's even more. So it's like you're like drawing a story, but you're actually putting a hidden story in the story.
Oh, I love doing that.
That's so cool, Tony.
I love doing that, especially when it's characters that certain people collect. There was this girl named Sandra on Scoundrel. She collected Namor sketches. So on the Iron Man 2 set, I had Namor busting out of the water and Iron Man's coming towards him. But in the waves of the water, I had her name, Sandra. And she found that card and she was like over the moon.
Oh, wow.
She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I found that card. It's got my name on it."
Jeez.
I would do that. I still do that. I've done stuff with Ian Taylor on Black Cat cards. I've put the MCCW in the background of one of the Black Cat cards. That's cool. I'm still doing that stuff.
Dude, that's awesome. That's something that...
as long as Upper Deck doesn't come in and say, "Hey."
Yeah. Don't stop doing that, because that's kind of a signature. That's cool.
Yeah.
I feel if you do that a lot, so that's cool.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
And I'll keep doing it. Damn it. Until I'm seen out.
Yeah. Keep doing it. Did you hear that, Upper Deck? Yeah. He's going to keep doing it. And you're going to keep hiring him, and you're going to start paying him more.
Actually, you know what? I don't have to. I don't want to complain about the payment because it's not that terrible. But I just wish the APs were a little bit more.
Well, the APs, I think they need to do something about the APs situation as far as numbers wise. I feel that it costs them how much to print an AP?
Nothing. Next to
Like
nothing.
nothing. And so that's really where some of the bread and butter you guys as artists get is to do that type of thing, to be able to commission work for collectors, but also to keep some of those for you to actually go ahead and sell yourself online or whatever, wherever you sell it.
Exactly. That's where the money comes from.
Pays your bills. It pays your bills. It pays for your stuff. So
exactly. Because by the time Upper Deck pays you for a set,
yeah,
I mean, you can already be commissioning out APs and by when the set comes out, I've done it where I've had an AP and I'll tell them I'll work on it. And as soon as the set comes out, I'll tell the person I can't mail this to you until the set comes out, but I'll show you what I've worked on so they know it's there.
Sure.
So pretty much the set comes out and they got an AP like a couple days later. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
But I wish they were a little more. I wish they would give back to the artists a little more than what they do.
Well, if they watch this, you're hearing it Upper Deck. Just think about it.
I'll be banned now from their sets.
Nah, you're too. So that's one thing that's nice about the community is, we have your back on a lot of stuff, and a lot of artists we don't get to show how that is, but at the same time, we can complain all day long why Dre's not on more sets. Like it's just it needs to happen. It needs to be. You need to hit up Dre on Instagram and hire him back as a sketch card artist, because he basically he just has great work that I think a lot of us want to see on.
Dre is on our set, our classic mythology set.
Oh, that's
we love his stuff, and he told me a horror story about one of the Upper Deck sets he worked on where he did 2 batches. And the second batch was all rejected.
He still couldn't find them. Yeah.
And it's like, that's insane. Did they give you a reason why? It's like, still waiting. It's like, oh.
Yeah, but hey, we appreciate you, Tony. I don't want to take more of your time. It's way late over there. It's like 12:40, 12:50 over there now.
Yep.
Almost 1 o'clock.
Almost 1 o'clock.
Well, I appreciate you being on. Everybody appreciates you in chat, I'm sure. Congratulations, Brittany, for the giveaway, and congratulations, William, for that steal of a deal at $160 for that commission of Tony's. That's pretty awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me on, and thanks everybody for showing up. It's been great. I had a fun time.
Yep.
Let's do it again.
Until next time. Definitely you guys know where to find them, and just if you don't, just go down in the notes and I'll leave it down there. So
check an alley somewhere. I'm sure I'll be there.
Heck yeah. And also not only him, you can check out Elaine's stuff too, because Elaine's pretty cool too. So
now, do we have a sign-off word, like have a happy? No, that's it. Just have a happy.
Have a happy, guys.
Have a happy.
We'll see you.
All right.